Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a story time video about the time I went and I got my fortune told. So this story actually happened 2 days ago. If you have me on Snapchat, you already saw like a brief preview of what the fortune teller told me, but there was so much more that she told me that I left out that you guys are about to hear, and it was crazy. So, if you guys want to see what the fortune teller told me when I went and got my palms read 2 days ago, just keep on watching. So 2 days ago, I decided to go to the boardwalk with my friends, and so we get to the boardwalk, and the first thing that I saw as soon as I got on the boardwalk was this fortune teller, this little shop off to the side, and I looked at my friend and I was like, I want to get my fortune told. And she's like, all right, we'll hit it on the way back. So we finished walking the boardwalk, and on our way back, I see this psychic shop again, and there's this lady sitting outside reading a book. So I walk up to her and I ask her, like, oh, what services do you have, and like how much is it and everything, and she starts telling me like, oh, well, for one palm reading it's $10, and for 2 palm readings it's $15. Your tarot cards were like $30, and then some other stuff, but I wasn't trying to spend that much money, so I was like, alright, I'll just do the 2 palm readings, the $15 one, right? So she tells me to go to the back, and I walk to the back of the store, and there's this little curtain wall thing, and there's this lady sitting back there, and she didn't ask me any questions. I literally just sat down and was like, hi, how are you? So the first thing she tells me is my lifeline and how long I'm gonna live. You know, the most important part. And she looks at my lifeline and she's like, oh yeah, you're gonna live a nice long life. It looks like you're gonna live until your late 80s, early 90s. And I was like, wow, like nobody in my family's even made it that long. So then she starts talking about personal stuff, and she starts talking about how she sees a lot of worry lines on my hands, and that means that I'm always worried about something, and I always have something on my mind, and I can never just like go with the flow, which is totally me. The next thing she shows me is that she looks at my hand and she can tell that last year was a very, very stressful time for me, which, yeah. She also tells me that whoever this person is that I had this problem with last year, apparently I need to sit down and have a conversation with them to put everything at rest. I don't know what we're supposed to talk about. So then she starts telling me that apparently I have a family dilemma or family troubles with somebody, and I had no idea what she was talking about. She was all like, you have tension with this family member, you're not like fighting with them, you're not angry with them, but you guys are disagreeing on something, and you guys need to just iron that out, and it's gonna be better to do it now rather than later. And I was like, what? And she even looked at me, she was like, who's this family member? And I was like, I have no idea. So then she starts telling me the good stuff, right? The stuff that we all wanna know. So then she tells me that while I did go through a really stressful period the past year, and while I do need to have a conversation with this person to put everything to rest, things are starting to look up for me apparently. There's gonna be some good things happening in October, like a new relationship and stuff. Yeah, I had the same reaction. She tells me that I already have my eye on this person, and I was like, who? And I looked at my friend and I was like, who? And she's like, I don't know. And I tell the lady, I was like, I don't have my eye on anybody. Like, I've been separated for a year now. Like, I am single, I am solo. She's like, no, you do. You do have your eye on somebody. And I'm like, what? It's like, you need to get to know this person better, and together you guys are gonna build a foundation for your relationship based on trust and honesty. And I was like, well, that sounds amazing. Honestly, guys, when she told me that I was going to be getting in a relationship, let alone a long-term relationship, I was just kind of like, I don't know. I mean, if it's a good relationship, obviously what's meant to be is meant to be, and like if it's healthy, then it's not hurting anybody. But it's just like, I thought I was going to be single for a little bit longer. Like, I thought I was going to have another year of being single before I jumped into another relationship, let alone a long-term relationship, but apparently not. Next thing that she tells me is that she sees me taking courses in my future. Now this is super funny because I went to a previous fortune teller years ago when I was like 12 years old. This fortune teller told me that he saw me going to college, meeting the love of my life in college, and then dropping out of college because I got pregnant with twins. Good future, right? Anyway, I was told this when I was like 12. But now I'm 21 with no plans to go back to school whatsoever. It's not that I wouldn't, it's just, I don't know what I would go for. Apparently apparently I'm gonna need these courses to move further in my career. And I'm not even sure what career she's talking about. What career? Like, is she talking about YouTube, like film stuff? Is that gonna start heading somewhere? Or is she talking about like me being a cleaning person and I'm gonna like need college for that for some reason? I don't know what she's talking about with me taking courses. And she also said that it's going to be better for me to get this education part down now rather than later because I'm going to need it like that. Which is also funny because I dropped out of high school when I was 15, and ever since I dropped out, I've been hearing it in my ear, like, you know that's going to come to bite you in the butt, right? Like, you know you're going to need that one day, right? You know you're going to need that one day, right? So the fact that she said pretty much you're going to need that is just hilarious. And then as far as like what she told me about basic traits in the very beginning, I forgot to include this, so I'm just going to leave it here. But she just told me that she sees that I'm very fast to anger, but even quicker to forgive, and I'm very trustworthy. And what else did she say? I don't really remember much else about the basic traits because I was so intrigued about like the education and the relationship part. I was like, what? Who? I thought I was going to be flying solo this Christmas, but apparently I'm going to be taking like couple selfies by the Christmas tree, like Merry Christmas from us. Alright guys, so that is all about the time I went and I got my fortune read. If I ever go again, I will make another storytime video and we'll compare the notes. And of course, we'll look back at this video in a couple years and see if I'm, you know, in a long-term relationship or, you know, going to college. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys next week. Bye.